So, wait, sir. Externally oriented planning. So, from externally oriented planning.
Just a minute, let me check. Oh, phase three, externally oriented planning. We need to start
Yes,
phase
sir.
three. There are three
Yes,
phases
sir.
are there. Phase one deal with basic financial planning. Phase two deal with the forecast based planning, and phase three externally oriented planning. So, what is the meaning of this? Look at the here the text. In an environment of rapid change, an unforeseen event can render market forecasts obsolete almost overnight. Having repeatedly experienced such frustrations, planner begin to lose their faith in forecasting and instead trying to understand the basic marketplace phenomena driving changes. The result is often new grasp of the key determinants of business success and a new level of planning effectiveness. In this phase, resource allocation is both dynamic and creative. The phase three planners look for new opportunities to shift the dot of a business on a portfolio matrix into a more attractive sector, either by developing new business capabilities or by redefining the market to better fit their companies. Okay, so the phase three department or the phase three planners who are making the strategies, they are repeatedly what they are doing, they experienced the forecasting, or you can say they try to understand the basic marketplace with the driving changes that orientations take place in the market every day. तो फेज थ्री क्या होता है? एक्सटर्नली जो हमारे जो एक्सटर्नल मार्केट्स होता है, मार्केट जो बिजनेस ओरिएंटेड होता है, वो एवरी डे some changes are coming every day, some changes are there, minimum changes, minor changes, sometimes major changes in the marketplace. So what the external planner used to do, they used to they used to what you can say, I forgot that particular word, read nahi, they used to observe every day. They used to observe the market, what is the rate of the market, how the market is going to make a plan, how the market is going to change, and according to that what are the necessary changes we need to do if the market shift from gear A to gear B. Sometimes may their prediction or strategies fit, sometimes not. If not, they get frustrated, and due to which frustration, sometimes the decisions which they used to take sometimes misappropriate or misconducted, or sometimes the decisions may be not absolute according to the situation. Okay, there is another important part, that is the resource allocation in the external planning, which is business. Now external resources is both required for creative. The phase three planners, what they used to do, they used to look for the new opportunities. What they used to do, they used to look for the new opportunities. Why? Because they can shift from one dot to another. What is the meaning of dot here? Dot here means, suppose for an example, phase A, phase B, phase C. अगर कभी ये गड़बड़ी हुआ कि फेज ए का जो स्ट्रेटजीज है वो फुलफिल नहीं हो पाया, तो तुरंत क्या करते हैं, वो प्लान बी या स्ट्रेटजीज बी तैयार रखते हैं, जिसकी वजह से क्या होता है, अचानक से अगर प्लानिंग्स में कुछ गड़बड़ी होता है तो तुरंत वो प्लानिंग शिफ्ट बी में चले जाते हैं, ट्रांसफर कर देते हैं. Okay, this is the exact meaning of dot here. Okay, so there is an important example here. The is been given a Japanese conglomerate with an underutilized steel fabricated capacity in its shipyard and flittering high-rise concentrate smooth stack business, combine them into a successful pollution control ventures. Okay, now here the beautiful example of the Japanese, their companies, the business planners who used to do the business, what they used to do, suppose the plannings what they have made for the particular business, if they fail to utilize that business or to upgrade that business, what they used to do, they suddenly change the plan, and if they doesn't stop that business, what they used to do, they used to do some other business in according to that. फॉर एग्जाम्पल पॉल्यूशंस के ऊपर कुछ काम कर रहे हैं, या पॉल्यूशंस के ऊपर कुछ बायोडाइवर्सिटी या फिर पॉल्यूशंस के ऊपर कुछ ना कुछ वो काम कर रहे हैं, अगर वो सक्सेसफुल नहीं होता तो उसी प्लानिंग को वो स्टॉप नहीं करते, वो उसी प्लानिंग को दूसरी तरह से एग्जीक्यूट करते हैं. This is called the mind. Okay, that is why in the phase 3 orientation planning, this most important part is how to grasp the new opportunities, how to determine the business success, and how to rise up the new level of planning effectiveness. These are the one of the most three important part of planning orientation business. Now come to the next phase 4, that is strategic management, which is very very important. Phase 4 strategic management सबसे ज्यादा important होता है. Strategic planning and management are joined together into a single process known as phase 4. So what is the definition of a phase 4? Phase 4 का मतलब होता है जिसमें planning और management दोनों का combinations होता है. The combinations of planning and management make phase 4. Only a few companies are clearly managed strategically, and all of them are what you can say multinational, diversified, multi manufacturing corporations, etc. सो फेज 4 जो होता है स्ट्रेटेजिक मैनेजमेंट में, कौन से कंपनीज यहां पर आते हैं? नंबर 1 इज मल्टीनेशनल, diversified manufacturing corporations, and few more manufacturing corporations, few more what you can say multinational companies, few more multinational industries, few more large scale industries. These all come under phase 4 strategic management. This strategic management rarely used by small scale industries. Always remember one thing: who going to use or who going to utilize this strategic management? Only large scale industrial sector or multinational companies, basically multinational diversified manufacturing. These are the companies who use strategic management. Okay, the challenges of planning for the needs of hundreds of different and rapidly evolving businesses serving thousands of products, market in dozens of distinct national environment, has pushed them to generate sophisticated, uniquely effective planning techniques. However, it is not so much planning technique that set these companies apart, but rather the thoroughness with which management link strategic planning to operational decisions making. However, ये क्या बता रहा है? It is not only much planning technique that set the companies apart, but rather the thoroughness which management link. देखो, यहां पर एक चीज समझने का बात है, स्ट्रेटेजिक मैनेजमेंट, वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट आई नीड टू हाईलाइट, द मोर इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट इज whatever the planning technique they used to set, the strategies of the management or higher authorities used to set, they used to not on they rarely work on this planning strategies, setups and all. But basically, one of the most important part in strategic management, that there must be a thoroughness, means continuity in their plannings, in their एग्जीक्यूशन ऑफ द प्लान, थॉरोनेस एक होना चाहिए, कंटिन्यूएशन होना चाहिए। प्लानिंग स्ट्रेटेजीज ये इतना इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है स्ट्रेटेजिक मैनेजमेंट में, लुक एट द लाइन, बट थॉरोनेस मींस कंटिन्यूएशन, प्लानिंग को कंटिन्यू करना, कंटिन्यूएशन, एक प्लानिंग शिफ्ट नहीं, दूसरे प्लानिंग, दूसरा प्लान शिफ्ट नहीं हो रहा पा रहा है, तीसरा फेज में चले जाइए। तो ये जो कंटिन्यूएशन है, दिस इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट यूनिक पार्ट ऑफ दिस स्ट्रेटेजिक मैनेजमेंट विच इज इन फेज 4। Okay, now let us discuss the next topic, that is strategic strategy creatively or rationally developed. Look at the question, beautiful question that is being asked. Is strategy creatively or rationally developed? ठीक है, there is a major debate on the issue, and it is difficult to say that one extreme is true or the other. Let us hear the two side first. In this book, the mind of the strategist, Kenichi Ohemang, argues that the mind of the strategist is not dominated by linear logical thinking. On the contrary, a strategist thought process are basically creative and intuitive rather than national in his view. Okay. Now, he does not dismiss logic as unnecessary, but note that it is not sufficient for arriving at the innovative strategies. Yet, he observed that in most large companies, creative strategists are being pushed to the sidelines in favor of rational by the number of strategists and financial planners, leading to a withering of strategic thinking ability. यहाँ पर Kenichi Ohemi argues one of the most eminent scholar who deals with this management policies. Okay, Kenichi Ohemi. Okay, he argues that there must be a mindset and logical thinking over the dominant by the linear logical thinking. इसका मतलब क्या है, जिसका जैसा माइंडसेट है बिजनेस को लेकर और जिसका जैसा क्रिएटिविटी है, ये दोनों का ये दोनों का कॉम्बिनेशन या दोनों का कोऑर्डिनेशन जितना अच्छा रहेगा, उतना अच्छा आप बिजनेस में ग्रो कर पाओगे। Am I clear? जिसका strategies and conscious analysis. There is another word, important word they used, that is the conscious analysis of the great strategists. The planners or the great strategists, they have always deal with conscious analysis. Okay. Now, yes, this observed that in most large companies, creative strategies are being pushed to sidelines in favor of rational by the number of strategic and financial planner, leading to a withering of strategic thinking ability. लार्ज कंपनीज या इंडस्ट्रियल सेक्टर्स या लार्ज स्केल इंडस्ट्रियल सेक्टर में ये देखा जाता है, जो भी प्लानर या स्ट्रेटेजीज तैयार करते हैं, इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ देयर रैशनलिज्म, मींस कम डाउन टू द नेक्स्ट पॉलिटिक्स, दे आर बीइंग साइडलाइन. Okay, in my career, I am sharing one of experience of my career, that there is a very good what you can say professor is used to be there, and he in apart from he is being an associate professor of that particular college. Okay, now management sometimes used to take the decisions, they used to whenever the management used to take some important or necessary decisions regarding the development of the university, this particular gentleman, the associate professor of that particular college, used to get a call. The sir, please come down to the management room. Let us discuss on the growth of this growth of this university. And basically, because the management is calling, so he doesn't ignore the call, and he used to come, sit with the management and share the decisions. Okay, ultimately what will happen whenever the management feel that yes, the strategies of the planning given by this particular associate professor of this particular college is fruitful, they used to praise that particular gentleman, okay, that professor. Okay, sir, it is because of you, it is because of your capabilities, it is because of your planning, today will succeed. Lekin in due course of time, we the faculties observe that gradually the decisions they are taking, but finally the decisions they are taking, they are not giving any remarks, or they are not passing any remarks on that particular associate professor. And gradually they denied each and everything about his contribution, about his dedications, about his hard working that he 20 to 25 years he has been given to serve this university. And finally, one day, this particular gentleman resigned from the post. And what was the reason? The reason was whenever, and very, what you can say, very touch and hearty letter, resignation letter he has written, that whenever I was been used, whenever I was been in a used, I was been used, but whenever my work is done, I was been thrown out of just like a bay leaf. उसने बहुत सुंदर एक एग्जाम्पल दिया तेज पत्ता का, कि हम तेज पत्ता का इस्तेमाल डेफिनेटली स्मेल के लिए, अच्छी खुशबू के लिए खाने में यूज होता है। जब भी वो तेल में डाला जाता है, खुशबू खत्म हो जाता है, उस तेज पत्ता को उठा के उनको साइडलाइन या फिर फेंक दिया जाता है। सिर्फ इसी तरह से हमें भी इस तरह से धुतकार दिया जाता है। तो ये जो एग्जाम्पल सेट किया गया है, ये जो एग्जाम्पल सेट किया गया है, ये एग्जाम्पल केमिच ओहिमी ने बिल्कुल सही एग्जाम्पल किया दिया है। कि उनका कहना है कि जब भी स्ट्रेटजीज मैनेजमेंट बिग इंडस्ट्रीज और बिग इंडस्ट्रियल सेक्टर्स में तैयार किया जाता है, sometimes because of this political issues and because of this rationalism, जो अच्छे स्ट्रेटजीज और पॉलिसीज को यूटिलाइज करते हैं, उनको फिर साइडलाइन कर दिया जाता है। ठीक है, दिस इज द ड्रॉबैक्स ऑफ सच इंडस्ट्रीज। This is the mindset of these particular uh, multinational sectors. Okay, now this is because many strategies argue that the strategy analysis and formulation should be conducted consciously, explicitly, and rationally. In their view, strategic thinking is a logical activity, while subsequent strategy implementation comprises a series of sub activities that are primarily administrative, that are primarily been administrative. Another dimension of this debate is added by the introduction of the game theory in strategic decision making. For many people, strategy is about behavior in a situation of competitive interactions. Generals develop strategies to outmaneuver their military opponent. Sports adopted strategic moves to outwit other teams with a political strategy follies with their rivals. ओके, तो सेम एग्जाम्पल्स यहां पर डिफरेंट तरीके से दिया गया है। जनरली जब कोई कोच अपना प्लानिंग तैयार करते हैं, ठीक है, दे यूज टू शेयर द प्लान ओनली विद द कैप्टन। ओके, द कैप्टन देन यूज टू शेयर द प्लान with the rest of the team members, and finally that particular planning that is being executed in the ground, cricket ground. Okay. Sometimes what happens, the planning gets success, sometimes not. Whenever the plan gets success, the whole team celebrate, whole team celebrate, the team of any particular country, they used to celebrate, they used to give a good welcome to the coach, good welcome to the cricket players. Okay. But when sometimes the coach decisions or planning fail to win the match, then finally everybody used to blame the coach and the captain. This is also the same thing happenings in the multinational companies. Whenever the plan gets success, the credit always goes to the executive board members. But whenever the plan get unsuccessful or whenever the plan fail, the blame only goes to the employees, that the employees are not giving their 100% contribution to this particular work which has they been assigned. And gradually what they happen, because of this, there is a straight wall being created in between the executives and between the employees. And within this, there is also a creation of rationalism. So here, hence, the Kenichi Ohami, the eminent management strategist planner, used to say that always try to take, whenever you will succeed in a plan, the way you means celebrate the victory of the planning, the same way you also get together and celebrate the loss that you have done. किसी एक पे ब्लेम मत डालिए कि मेरी गलती से, इनके गलती की वजह से टुडे आई एम सीइंग द फेस ऑफ अ लॉस। नो, जब अगर गलती होता है तो कुछ ना कुछ सब में गलतियां रहती है, जिसकी वजह से हम कोऑर्डिनेट करके सक्सेस नहीं हो पाए हैं। सो दिस इज द मीनिंग ऑफ द स्ट्रेटेजिक क्रिएटिविटी versus rationality development. Okay, this is a very important question, and if I can make you understand, I don't know whether you understand or not. Still, if you find any doubt, you can ask me. This question may going to come in your examination in the form of essay type of question. Okay, ऐसे टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चंस में ये फॉर्म में आ सकता है, तो प्लीज इनको अच्छे से पढ़ लीजिएगा, लाइन वाइज समझने की कोशिश कीजिएगा, क्योंकि इन एवरी लाइन लॉट ऑफ इनर मीनिंग्स आर देयर, lot of inner meanings are there. Okay, so try to understand those.
So, one question. Uh,
The voice is not clear, your voice is breaking. Please join the session again.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Sir, just you said that you need to write like an essay. So basically, like an essay. So basically, the point which has to be highlighted. Um, मतलब बेसिकली जैसे ऐसे में होता है ना सर कि तीन पार्ट्स में वो डिवाइडेड रहता है लाइक एक
Madhusmita, your voice is breaking. I understand your question. Now let me answer the question. First of all, essay type questions means long answer type questions. Okay. In our literature, there is no long answer type question. There is always going to come essay type of question. Essay type of questions means I need to mention every points. I need to mention the criticize. I need to mention the name of some poets or name of the writers who criticize the article, who criticize the particular writings on that particular topic. That is why in literature we used to get essay type of question. But in the case of management, you will going to get long answer type questions. So long answer type questions You need to mention the points. That is why I'm telling you, please go through each and every line of this particular question, as because each and every line, each and every point has its own significance. Okay, एवरी क्वेश्चन एवरी लाइन में इसका बहुत अच्छा एक पावरफुल मीनिंग्स निकलता है. ओके, द इसीलिए दिस क्वेश्चन इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. मे बी दिस क्वेश्चन कम आउट ऑफ 10 marks. ईच स्ट्रेटेजी, क्रिएटिविटी और रैशनली डेवलपमेंट, इसमें से अच्छा कौन है? रैशनली डेवलपमेंट करना चाहिए या फिर स्ट्रेटेजिक क्रिएटिविटी को सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंस देना चाहिए? द क्वेश्चन मे कम्स इन दिस पर्टिकुलर फॉर्मेट ऑल्सो. ओके, सो यू नीड टू मेंशन दो. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू मेंशन द माइंडसेट. द माइंडसेट ऑफ द कंपनीज. क्या माइंडसेट होता है? आपने बहुत सारे सर्वे किए हो कंपनीज में, एज आई वाज लिसनिंग फ्रॉम यू ओनली. तो कंपनीज का क्या माइंडसेट होता है? मैंने पहले भी आपको जब मैनेजरियल इकोनॉमिक्स और क्या कुछ पढ़ाया था, आई फॉरगॉट, तो उसमें मैंने बताया था, आई हैव टोल्ड यू व्हाट इज द पर्टिकुलर माइंडसेट ऑफ द कंपनी. दे ऑलवेज ट्राई टू फोकस ऑन द प्रॉफिट. They always try to focus on the profit apart from overall development. उनका मेन मुद्दा जो होता है प्रॉफिट. आफ्टर दैट उनका सेकेंड इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट रहता है ओवरऑल डेवलपमेंट. यहां पर यही चीज पूछा गया है कि स्ट्रेटेजी प्लानिंग का उतना इंपॉर्टेंस है क्या हम रैशनली खुद को डेवलप करें? ठीक है, तो कोई कंपनीज रैशनली डेवलपमेंट अगर करता है, कितना सक्सेसफुल होता, हाउ मच द कंपनी गेट सक्सेस. और रादर अगर कोई कंपनीज दे प्लानिंग फॉर द स्ट्रेटजीज, दे हैव द क्रिएटिविटी टू क्रिएट द स्ट्रेटजीज, देन हाउ मच सक्सेस दे गेट during this plan and all. So this is the questions. Any doubt?
No, sir.
The question is clear.
Yes, sir. Clear.
इस आपको ऐसे टाइप क्वेश्चंस कभी वो ऐसे लिख के नहीं आएगा, क्योंकि दिस ऐसे टाइप टर्म कम्स टू द लिटरेचर क्वेश्चंस. आपको लॉन्ग आंसर टाइप का आएगा. ओके, यू विल गोइंग टू गेट लॉन्ग आंसर
Yes.
टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन. अगर लॉन्ग आंसर्स आता है तो आपको ईच एंड एवरी पॉइंट्स यू नीड टू एक्सप्लेन. नाउ स्ट्रेटेजिक मैनेजमेंट प्रोसेस. स्ट्रेटेजिक मैनेजमेंट प्रोसेस क्या होता है? The primary purpose of the strategic management process is to enable companies to achieve strategic competitiveness and earn above average return. Okay. Now, research indicate that companies that engage in strategic management generally outperform those that do not that do not that do not have the business policy or strategic analysis. The attainment of an opportunity, the attainment of an appropriate match or fit between a company's environment and its strategy, structure, and process has positive effect on the company's performance. Bruce Henderson, founder of Boston Consulting Group, pointed out that a company cannot afford to follow intuitive strategies once it became large, has layers of management, or its environment change substantially. As the world's environment became increasingly complex and changing, today's companies as one way to make the environment more manageable use strategic management. The strategic competitiveness is achieved when a company successfully formulates and implements a value creating strategy. By implementing a value creating strategy that current and potential competitors are not simultaneously implementing, and that competitors are unable to duplicate, a companies achieve an sustained or sustainable competitive advantage. सो बेसिकली ये स्ट्रेटेजिक मैनेजमेंट प्रोसेस क्या बता रहा है? Strategic manage First of all, let us understand what the strategic management process क्या होता है. Strategic management process is the process which enable companies to achieve strategic competitiveness and earn above average returns. Look at the line, earn above average returns. Earn above average return is the another word for the word profit. इसीलिए मैं बता रहा हूं, every line is very much important. I need to go. You need, whenever I'm just trying my hard and best to deliver the appropriate thing before you. But please, it is your responsibility whenever you sit down and go through it. Please go through line wise, because each and every line there is some important meaning is there, and strategic management is really, really very tough to understand. Okay, look at this particular word, earn above average returns. Earn above average returns means partial profit. ठीक है, to the another word for profit. ठीक है, तो ये मैनेजमेंट प्रोसेस हमें सिखाता है, क्या सिखाता है कि कंपनीज कैसे अपना कंपिटिटिवनेस के माध्यम से अर्न कर सके, ताकि उनका जो अर्न है वो एवरेज रिटर्न से ज्यादा हो. ये हमें स्ट्रेटेजिक मैनेजमेंट प्रोसेस सिखाता है. रिसर्च इंडिकेट दैट कंपनीज दैट एंगेज इन स्ट्रेटेजिक मैनेजमेंट generally outperform those that do not have the business policy and strategic analysis. Those companies who doesn't have the appropriate business analysis and business policies, those companies are fail to go for a long period of time. Okay, that is why you have seen that lot of companies every day open, and every day they are getting been closed. At the end of the day, the companies are get closed. Why? Because of they doesn't have the business policy and strategic analysis. इसका एक और resemblance examples मैंने आपको शायद इससे पहले वाला जो पढ़ाया था, मैनेजरियल इकोनॉमिक्स और व्हाटएवर आई फॉरगॉट, उसमें एक मोमोज का एग्जांपल, दुकान का एग्जांपल आई हैव गिवन यू, इफ यू रिमेंबर, कि सपोज आप चाहते हो अपना एक स्मॉल सेटअप, फूडी फूड स्मॉल सेटअप आप ओपन करना चाहते हो, तो सबसे पहले लोकेशन इज वेरी मच इंपॉर्टेंट, प्लानिंग इज वेरी मच इंपॉर्टेंट, एनालिसिस इज वेरी मच इंपॉर्टेंट, स्ट्रेटजी इज वेरी मच इंपॉर्टेंट. सिर्फ जाना दुकान डाल देना बस खत्म नहीं. आपको अगर छोटा सा भी एक पान गुमटी का दुकान खोलना है, यू नीड टू मेक अ प्लान, यू नीड टू मेक अ पॉलिसीज, यू नीड टू मेक अ आइडेंटिफाई द जियोग्राफिकल लोकेशन विच इज द बेस्ट सुटेबल प्लेस वेर आई कैन शिफ्ट दिस छोटा मोटा गुमटी, जहां से मुझे प्रॉफिट अर्न हो. अदरवाइज 10 दिन बाद वो शटर उतर जाता है, नीचे गिर जाता है, दुकान फिर दूसरों के हैंड ओवर करके बेच के चले जाते हैं. साक्षीज में लॉट ऑफ आई हैव seen in Baridis or in Sakchi, lot of shops are there. In the opening of a 1 month opening, they very grandly open the particular shop, and suppose we have also purchased something from that particular shop. After going to the same place after 1 month, what we observe, the shop, the owner of that particular shop, they he or she used to he or she sell the shop to somebody else, or they pay rent to somebody else. भाड़े पे दुकान चला देते हैं कि चलाना नहीं आता है उनको, वो भाड़े पे चला देते हैं. In our Kadma region, I am going to give you some practical region. In the Kadma region, there is a family, Sikh family. Okay. Now, the before starting a setup, they first of all own a shop. In that particular shop, for 1 month, I have observed that they used to sell chapatis. They used to sell different varieties of vegetables in the evening. Okay, lot of workers are there. They used to come down. Lot of employees are there of Tata Steel plant or lot of factories and all. They used to come down. Sometimes they purchase, sometimes not. What will happen? Also, one remember one thing: business need patience. Okay, बिजनेस अगर करना है पेशेंस बहुत जरूरी है, बिना पेशेंस के आप बिजनेस कर नहीं पाओगे। तो वो जो पंजाबी फैमिलीज था, थोड़ा सा एजेड फैमिलीज था, उन्होंने फॉर 15 डेज सरवाइव कर नहीं पाया। उसने क्या किया, विद इन अ मंथ, विद इन अ वीक, the particular owner of that particular shop, the Sikh group, they transform it into a small kitchen in the backside, and they start to sell fast food. Okay, they hire the, what you can say, they hire the what you can say, the person who can prepare the fast food. They hire those 2 to 3 person, 2 person I have seen, and but what happened? They spare the money from their own pocket. No profit, only loss and loss. So what do you mean? The particular place where the this family open a shop is not a proper place where you can earn profit. उन्होंने वो दुकान धीरे धीरे बंद कर दिया। उसके बाद पता चला कि 1 महीने बाद या फिर 10-15 दिन बाद कोई ग्राहक आया और उनको बेच के वो चले गए, और कभी नहीं किया। ये कदमा की एकदम फैक्ट स्टोरी है। उलियन के सामने ही वो दुकान लगाते थे। 15 से 20 दिन में उन्होंने 2 सेटअप चेंज किए, लॉस हुआ, सरवाइव नहीं कर पाए, दुकान सेल करके वो चले गए। दिस इज द फैक्ट। That is why in strategic competitiveness, company only gets successful only when formulate and implement the value creating strategies. Look at this line, very important line. Strategic competitiveness in the companies can only get success, can only get taste the success whenever the formulation, formulate and implementation of value creating strategies, ये दोनों होना चाहिए मैनेजमेंट के पास। Then only that particular company will going to get success. By implementing a value creating strategy, the current and potential competitors are not simultaneously implementing, and that competitors are unable to duplicate a company achieved or a sustained or sustainable competitive advantage. Now, what is the means? Simultaneously means gradually implementing that competitors, they unable to duplicate a company's achieves and sustain। कंपनीज का आप डुप्लीकेट भी नहीं कर सकते हो, डुप्लीकेट बना नहीं सकते हो कि मार्केट में आपका एक रेपुटेशन बन गया है। अगर आप डुप्लीकेट माल सेल करना या बेचना स्टार्ट कर दोगे तो एक ना दिन डेफिनेटली आप पकड़ा जाओगे, और जब पकड़ा जाओगे तो आपका जो फेथ है, आपने जो गुडविल थोड़ा सा भी कमाया है, वो फिर आपका चला जाएगा। That is why it is important that the outline, the different elements of the process are need to be involved for the commitment, decisions, and action for any company which is can grow for a long run period। कोई डाउट है? स्ट्रेटेजिक मैनेजमेंट प्रोसेस में कोई डाउट है?
नहीं सर।
ओके, कोई डाउट नहीं है? ठीक है, फिलहाल देख लो। उसके बाद आप पढ़ लेना। Still, if you feel that there is a doubt, the line is not clear to me, you can ask me. Okay. So this is the strategic management process. Let's come to the next. Look at the diagram. Look at the diagram. If you have the subject with you in front of, look at the diagram. Beautiful it has been. Analyze current situation. Analyze current situations में क्या क्या जा रहा है? Deciding on strategies, putting the strategies in action, evaluating, changing the strategies, और उसके बाद लास्ट है फीडबैक, which is very very important। एकदम लास्ट टॉप कॉर्नर राइट साइड में फीडबैक को रखा गया है। दिस इज द प्रोसेस बिंग लास्टली बिंग डन। ओके, उसके बाद इंटरनल एनालिसिस, स्ट्रेटेजिक सिचुएशंस में एनालिसिस, सिचुएशनल एनालिसिस में आ जाता है इंटरनल एनालिसिस, स्ट्रेटेजिक फॉर्मुलेशन, स्ट्रेटेजिक इंटेंट, स्ट्रेटेजिक इंप्लीमेंटेशंस में आ जाता है गोल्स, ऑब्जेक्टिव organizing, restructuring, strategic intent, internal analysis. उसके बाद एक्सटर्नल एनालिसिस, कॉर्पोरेट, कॉम्पिटिटिव, बिजनेस लेवल स्ट्रेटेजी, गोल्स एंड ऑब्जेक्टिव्स को दो भाग में डिवाइड किया गया है, विच इज कॉल्ड फंक्शनल. दिस इज द सिनेरियो ऑफ द strategic process or strategic management process. You just go through the diagram which has been covered in this text. I think reading this diagram or analyzing this diagram, many things will going to get clear. Many things will going to get clear. Formulations कैसा करना चाहिए, strategic intent कैसा होना चाहिए, how to decide the strategies, how to put the strategies into actions, how to evaluate the changing strategies, what will be the evaluation control, organizing restructure, corporate, business level analysis, everything it will be going to get clear. Now, feedback among the three primary elements indicate the dynamic nature of the strategic management process. Situation, analysis, strategy formulation, and strategic implementation. These are the four important factors required for a feedback linkage. फीडबैक किसी के लेना है, फीडबैक लिंकेज या कंपनीज के बारे में अगर फीडबैक लेते हो, तो ये सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चार पॉइंट्स which you need to understand. Number one is situational analysis. Number two is strategic formulation. Number three is strategic implementation. These are the three most important part of a business strategic management development. Number one is situational analysis. What has been written here? In the form of information gained by scrutinizing the internal environment and scanning the external environment is used to develop the company strategies, intent, and strategic mission. Then comes to the next strategy formulation, which is being guided by the company's strategic intent and strategic mission. And it is being represented by strategies that are formulated or developed and subsequently implemented or put into actions. Okay, so here in the first point we see the analysis. Analysis means we need to do the scanning process for the external environment which is being used for intel strategic management एंड स्ट्रेटेजिक मिशंस. स्ट्रेटेजिक मिशंस को सक्सेसफुल करने के लिए सबसे पहले यू नीड टू स्कैन द एक्सटर्नल एनवायरनमेंट. इसका पिछले वाला जो चैप्टर मैंने पढ़ाया था, एक्सटर्नल एनवायरनमेंट मींस द आउटर पार्ट ऑफ द मार्केट्स. what how the market is being changing, what are the parameters basis of that the market is being changed, what are the new things that come down to the market, what are the things we need to analyze on the market. ये जो सारा कुछ जो होता है, that is the external part of analysis. Then comes to the next is formulation. Formulations का मतलब होता है implementation of the plan. What is the implementation of the plan? Which is being put into action. That is being how to get formulated, how to get developed, and how to implement the action. हमें उस प्लान को एक्शन में कैसे लाना चाहिए, ये नेक्स्ट प्रोसेस होता है. देन कम्स टू द नेक्स्ट is strategic implementation, which is the third important point. What is the third important point? Strategic competitiveness and above average returns result when a company is able to successfully formulate and implement value creating strategies that are unable to duplicate. ठीक है, ये होता है स्ट्रेटेजिक इम्प्लीमेंटेशन. स्ट्रेटेजिक इम्प्लीमेंटेशन तभी होता है जब आप कोई चीज को सक्सेसफुली फॉर्मुलेट और इंप्लीमेंट करते हो. और जब भी सक्सेसफुल और फॉर्मुलेट करते हो, उस प्लानिंग को फिर आप डुप्लीकेट या फिर उस प्लानिंग को आप दोबारा रिपीट नहीं कर पाओगे. आपने एक चीज गौर किया है, whenever something whenever you can see that suppose any product any product, okay, any important product that comes down to the market, okay, that is being marked with ISI mark or ISSI mark, Indian standard mark, okay. And apart from that, there is also some important logos are there. What is the meaning of that particular logos? That you cannot copy the exact from the things that I have prepared for the market, for the people, exact. Suppose take an example of isabgul. इसबगुल, अब इसबगुल का कोई एक ब्रांड है जिस ब्रांड को हम लोग मेडिकल दुकान से खरीद के लाते हैं, लेकिन अगर आप सेम ब्रांड के मतलब इसबगुल आप यूज करते हो, फिर वो बैंड हो जाएगा, जो भी करने जाएगा वो जेल चला जाएगा, क्योंकि इसबगुल उस कंपनी ने अपना एक पेटेंट बना लिया है और उस वही कंपनी सिर्फ और सिर्फ ये बना पाए, इसबगुल बनाएगा। अगर कंपनी चाहता है, देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ वर्कलोड्स आर देयर एंड आवर कंपनी इज अनएबल टू प्रिपेयर दिस थिंग, तो वो फिर अपना पेटेंट रिन्यू कराते हैं और फिर दूसरे को हैंडओवर करने के लिए वही पेटेंट को फिर अगले बार वो सक्सेसफुली उसको इंप्लीमेंट करते हैं और फिर कोर्ट के माध्यम से लीगली उसे फिर नेम्ड डाल के उसे फिर यूज करते हैं। जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल पतंजलि, you have listened the name of a Patanjali. Lot of Patanjali products are being implemented by रुचि कंपनीज। रुचि एक कंपनी है जो तेल, सोयाबीन, सरसों ऑयल, सोप, इडिबल ऑयल्स ये सब बनाते हैं। Okay. Now, Ruchi companies, they tie up with Patanjali companies and they promise whatever the products that you have been launching, it will be comes to please make sure that Patanjali's product come down to our companies. We will going to make this process and sell in the market. And for that, the crores and crores rupees been given to Baba Ramdev, because Patanjali has its own reputation and Ruchi's has its own reputation. When the both of them collaborated, they only collaborated with what you can say lawfully, and apart from that, you need to pay a lot of money to the owner of that particular company, that is Patanjali Baba Ramdev and Radha Balkrishna Ji Maharaj। लगभग लगभग आपको पता ताज्जुब हो जाएगा, 2021 में 300 करोड़ उनको पेड किया गया है, 300 करोड़ कि आपका पतंजलि का पेटेंट हम अपनी कंपनीज में यूज करके दोनों मिलकर इसका सेल करेंगे। यू जस्ट गो टू द मार्केट और यू जस्ट गो एंड विजिट टू द शॉप ऑफ पतंजलि, you just buy a product, you will find that the name of Patanjali is there side by side, the name of Ruchi company is also there. If you buy utensils, that is dal, if you buy some edible oils, you will going to find this thing. So this is called the perfect implementation of strategy. Then comes to the next, strategy evaluation and control. How you can going to control the evaluations, like the elements of the strategic management process together and help competitiveness continuously adjust to revise the strategic inputs and strategic actions in order to achieve desired strategic outcome. If you need to what you can say revise the strategic, if you need to action the strategies, then what you will going to do, you will going to use or you will going to continuously adjust और रिवाइज द स्ट्रेटेजीज। आपको अगर इंप्लीमेंट करना सक्सेसफुली करना पड़ेगा, तो आपको अपना जो स्ट्रेटेजी है उसे बार बार रिवाइज करना पड़ेगा। यू नीड टू रिवाइज एवरी टाइम continuously, then only you can control the evaluation, you can control the market, you can control the observation of the market, and you will going to get success in the market. So these are the four most important part of strategic management process. Number one is situational analysis, number two is strategic formulation, number three is strategy implementation, and number four is strategy evaluation and control. Any doubt? Any doubt if you are having, please tell me So far I have completed. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. कोई डाउट है अब तक जो मैंने समझाया आपको? You have any doubt? Do you have any doubt?
No, sir.
The concept is clear to you?
हाँ सर.
Okay, ठीक है. सो इन माई नेक्स्ट क्लास, सो लेट, अब ज्यादा अगर इसको कंटिन्यू करूंगा तो फिर वो थोड़ा सा समझने में दिक्कत हो जाएगा. तो नेक्स्ट क्लास हम क्या करेंगे, हम चैलेंज ऑफ स्ट्रेटेजिक